Hello.
We are back and welcome to another episode of Undercovers.
It's Monday and it feels like a Monday today.
Yeah, today has been the Mondiest Monday ever. It's been bad.
So I feel like nobody prepares you for this. Nobody prepares you for being an adult, Easter. Please help me. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, so today's episode is going to be on how adulthood is basically a scam.
It's such a scam.
I feel like remember you were a child and you were just waiting till you turned 18 because you can do whatever you want and you have all the freedom and it's all so exciting. And I promise you, once I turned 18, everything went downhill.
Even if. No, honestly, I feel because when you're a kid, you don't have that freedom, right? So you crave the freedom to be an adult. And you're like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that. No, it's a scam. Don't believe what they tell you. It is not good. It's not good.
Honestly, if I could go back in time, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to go back to school.
Oh no, that gives me PTSD.
Yeah, I hated school. No. I hated that phase of my life. But see the phase of just not worrying about random shit. Bills, electricity.
Taxes.
Toilet paper.
Right, toilet, yeah. I mean,
you know,
you run out of toilet roll, you go, Mom!
Literally.
Where's the toilet roll?
And that's one thing I really realized. Whenever I moved out, is you actually have to think of all of these things yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that part, you know what? That part doesn't actually bother me. It's just about providing for yourself all the time and being an adult. They don't tell you about taxes. Nobody teaches you about taxes and about what you need to do. That should be a curriculum at school. 110%.
I feel like school doesn't actually prepare you for the real world. Anything I learned in school, I do not use in my day-to-day life.
Algebra. How to measure a square. I mean, we measured, you know what, granted, maths for you would have been really good to keep up because to measure our plant pot, you needed to find the circumference of a circle and you failed miserably and the plant pot came too small.
No, you're wrong. You are totally wrong. The plant pot came perfectly. It came the exact measurements I did, but at the top there was a rim that nobody talked about. So the rim made my circumference smaller.
So did it not provide measurements of that rim?
I don't know. I didn't look that much into it. I wanted a pot for my plant. Deliver my pot. You know?
Give me it and make it fit at the same time.
Honestly.
Yeah, but today we literally woke up and we were walking to the shops and I said to Iced, I was like, I am sick and tired of being an adult. I'm sick and tired of chasing money. I'm sick and tired of actually having, not even to go to work because I love my job. It's not that.
Responsibilities.
It's just having the responsibility and constantly having to work towards something and constantly having to pay this or that. And there's always one thing after another. I'm just drained. Can someone just do it for me and look after me? Can I be a child again?
Honestly, it is. It's crazy when you think about it because growing up, this is not what I expected. Your parents play it off so cool.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
It wasn't this.
No, I'm grateful for our life. Come on, now we're sounding very, very ungrateful now. I'm grateful, but adulthood.
I don't think we sound ungrateful for our lives. I don't think that's it because we both love our lives. Do you know what I mean? We love our lifestyles. That's not even it. I think it's just the responsibilities that come that we wouldn't expect. Even if we didn't live the lifestyle that we live, we would still have to deal with these issues.
How does one know how to start a life? Genuine. How do you know how to start a life? Okay, you go buy a house, right? There's mortgage, there's solicitor fees, there's this or that. Who tells you about all this? Because I have no idea. If we didn't have ChatGPT, I wouldn't have a clue.
Honestly, do you remember opening up and setting up your business and having to go through the government website, understanding taxes, getting accountants and all just for you to work?
Literally. It don't make sense.
The background behind it makes no sense. In the UK, you need a whole national insurance number to get a job. What does that even mean? I thought we grew up, we went to work and people just paid us and my money's my money. Why is the tax man taking 40% of my fucking wages?
Yeah, and he's not working. He's not working, I'm working, and he's taking I'm working for two people here.
Two people, we're working for everybody.
Yeah, it's the same thing with a TV license, right? We're relating it back to the UK now because it's more relatable, but TV license, why am I paying to watch TV? I don't get it. I'm already paying for the actual TV itself. Like, why am I having to
You're
pay
paying the
a
electricity.
TV license? Like, if they didn't create movies and shit, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's no need and stuff like that. Or like paying for the council tax. What am I paying the bin man for? He's already getting paid.
Yeah, from you.
Yeah, from me. Like, why am I paying
that's
bin man? I just don't get it. I can't get my head around it.
It is. It's mad whenever you think of it like that. I actually didn't dive that much into it. Because I always like wondered, like, where is my tax money actually going? Because that's a large chunk of money that could have been in my pocket. Do you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, you should be getting a mortgage and all of this. How am I meant to get a mortgage when you're taking literally half of my wages?
And in Dubai, it's the same. People think Dubai, you know, you don't pay all this. You do.
It's tax-free.
It's tax-free. But they call it something else. It's not called tax. My DWA bill, which is my gas and electricity, there's now something called the Dubai multidisciplinary, whatever it is, fee, which costs more than my gas and my water. And do you know what it's for? You know when they're cleaning about the streets, washing the streets, cutting the plants?
So it's
for all
council
that.
tax.
Yeah, but it is council tax. It's just not called council tax.
They just call it something else. Yeah, like they say it's tax-free, but in all reality, you're paying it in different forms. Like if you, I don't know, run a red light here.
It's for £1,000.
Yeah.
£1,000 for a red light. And I got hit with that once.
Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. Like down to the silliest thing. So Dubai definitely gets their money back for it being tax-free. It's not tax-free anymore.
No, it's not.
It's like 7% or something now, isn't it? Whenever you were a child, what did you expect adulthood to look like?
I expected it to be, I would, you know, wake up, happy as dandy. I would have my money so I could buy whatever I wanted. And then I would go to work, come back. And I think it was just the freedom of adulthood that nobody would tell me, oh, you need to go to bed at this time. I was like, I can go to bed whenever the hell I want. I can go out whenever the hell I want. No, I did not think about the fact that actually I do want to stay at home because every time I go out, I have to spend money.
Literally, that is such a valid point. Like, freedom isn't as glamorous as it seems, you know, because anywhere you go, you will be spending money. And I feel like, you know what I can really, really relate to? You know when you're like granny or something will wake up in the morning and just go sit outside in her balcony and read her newspaper just by herself. And if anybody walked in, she'd rip the head of you. Yeah. That's where I'm at in my adulthood.
Okay.
I just want to be
an old granny.
On my own.
So you want to skip your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You want to go straight to 80.
No, but like your mum would do the shit too, you know? Sometimes like your mum just disappears and I'm like, I wonder why she's doing that, but really she just wants to get away.
She could get away from everybody. It's like your dad goes to the bathroom with his fucking phone
exactly.
and he
like
sits
why
on the
do men
toilet.
take a shit for 3 hours?
Yeah, literally, they just want to get away from everybody.
Literally. But it's so true. Like I totally understand that because life is stressful.
I can imagine when we have kids, right? That will be me. I'll be locking myself in the bathroom.
I'd probably be coming over to yours
with my AirPods in so I can't hear them going, Mom, no, Mom can't hear you. Sorry, honey.
Press the mute button on them. I'd be like, you want to go to Auntie Dom's? Get these kids and take them. Please, keep them.
I don't want them anymore.
I like my alone time too much.
What's one thing that you didn't expect adulthood to be? Like, one thing that you thought was going to be so amazing in it and it's turned out it's a scam?
Like having the whole of... I used to think school was the worst thing in the world. Do you know what I mean? And like I thought whenever I grow up, I'm just going to be living in my house, going to work, even though I suppose that's the same as going to school. It's the same sort of concept.
Just
but
longer hours.
I was actually going to get paid for it, which I am, don't get me wrong, like that. And I love my job. I always praise it. But I just thought you didn't have to think about anything else going on. Like, your fridge was always going to be full. What the fuck are bills? Why am I paying for water? Like, it runs from the fucking lake over there. You know, like, it's free. It's accessible. Why am I paying for it? Why am I paying for electricity? Why, if my electricity is low, the beeper's going off outside?
Yeah.
Like, why is that a thing?
What do you mean the beeper goes off outside?
You know, in the UK, when you top up your electricity and then
Like
you're
back
on, like,
in the day?
no, mine still does that.
Oh no, we don't have that. Our electricity just comes through, honey. I remember when you used to have to go to the shop and top up your little USB looking stick for electricity. Here, my mum give me a tenner. Can you put a fiver on? I'm going to spend the other fiver on snacks. Electricity goes off early. Did you put that whole tenner on? Yeah.
Yeah, duh.
Obviously. No, I do relate to that for sure.
Like, there's so much you have to think about, and I thought I was an intelligent girl, but adulthood is making me feel stupid.
100%.
Like, in so many ways. Down to simple things. Like, sometimes I get a fucking letter, I'm like, what does this even mean? Why am I responsible for this?
Yeah, I don't feel like an adult. Like, I'm 28. How old am I? 27. I was going to say 28 there. I was like, holy fuck.
You're not there just yet.
No, not just yet. 6 months. I was like, yeah, I'm 27. I should be able to understand what a letter says when it comes through. No idea. What are you asking me for? Like, what does this mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these big words and that. Nah, like, I'm not ready for this.
Like, like a couple of weeks ago, I got a letter at home saying about my car insurance. I'm like, I don't even have a car anymore. How does this make sense?
Make it make sense, please.
Make it make sense, honestly. Like, why are you charging me for something I don't even have? It doesn't make sense. And on that note, you mentioned there about age, the fact that you're turning 28 in 6 months and your birthday was literally like last week, so it doesn't fucking make sense. Why did growing up
happen so quick?
No, so slow until you turned, like, honestly, as soon as I turned 19, my whole life flashed before. Like, I'm 26, that's been 7 years. You know, it's been 6 years since COVID.
That's wild.
6 years.
That's crazy.
Innit?
I still feel 22. I actually feel trapped in my COVID age.
I'm the same, because when I was like 19, 20 going into COVID, and I'm there. Because I skipped like 2 years of my life, so why the fuck do I have to account for them? They locked me in the house.
No.
They took away my freedom.
So technically, I'm only 25. I'm not 27. It's weird though, because I feel like I am still a child. I shouldn't be responsible for this stuff. Do you know what I mean? It feels weird that I'm having to sort bills, that I have a house, and I've not lived at home for 4 or 5 years now, but I still don't feel any different. I still feel like I am a child, and like, Mom, what does this mean? Mom, can you sort this? Like, she doesn't do anything for me, but I still feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah, 100%. And like, I feel like if anything goes wrong, I ring my parents. Like, does that ever stop? At what age?
I don't think it stops. So I seen actually a really good analogy somewhere. And so let's see if I can remember it without butchering it. And it was basically a girl she had a child and she was looking after a child. And the child was crying and she didn't know what to do with it. So she called her mum and she was like, Mum, at what age does this stop? And her mum replied saying, well, never, as long as you're a mum. Because obviously she was her mum and she was calling her mum.
Right,
so her baby's crying and she's crying to her mum like, when does it stop? It doesn't. Being a mum never stops. So... yeah. But that's another thing, right? Do you feel more like an adult once you have kids? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know because we don't have kids.
No, but
like, I'm thinking of my friends that do have kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my head, you don't have kids.
Yeah, you're not a mum.
Like, where did this come from? They just have this wee baby that runs around sometimes.
It's weird because I look at my parents and I look at like other people that I'll see out on the streets, and they might be the same age as me, but I'm like, you look like a mum.
But it's maybe because you don't know them personally.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
Because it's like, I don't feel like getting married and buying a house and getting... It's all big things. But in my head, I'm still 22.
Yeah. And I remember whenever I was younger, I was like 18, I'm going to be married. I'm going to have a family all this year. What happened? Where did it all go downhill? Because now I'm 26 and I am convinced I'm going to be alone forever. Like...
yeah, well, you get my point now because I thought I was going to be married with kids at 25. 2 years on, I'm living... not that I'm complaining because I love my life. I'm living with my best friend in Dubai. We're both single. Yeah, it's great.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, just to make you feel a bit more secure, you know, just because, before you rip my head off all of a sudden. No, I just can't imagine it. I just can't imagine being an adult.
But this is what I mean. Like, whenever I was younger, I seen that life for myself. And the older I got, the more I'm like, I'm not ready for that.
It's too late. You're already in it.
But I'm not. I don't have a boyfriend, don't have a husband, don't have a house or a kid.
I'm talking about adulthood.
No, but I mean, like, I thought that's what adulthood was. And if I'm currently 26 and I'm not ready for that, when am I going to be ready for that?
Honey, adulthood is paying your bills more so than anything else.
That's literally what it is.
It's going to work, paying your bills.
Honestly. And repeating the same day over and over and over again.
Groundhog Day.
I don't know what that means.
We need to search it on Google after. Groundhog Day is when like literally the same day repeats. So you get up, whatever
your routine.
Yeah, your routine's the same thing. And I love routine, right? But sometimes you need a bit of something to give away, because otherwise it's just like the same, and it's just like you're getting older and older and older, and the same things keep happening over and over again.
Yeah, just you need a little bit of excitement. And you know what though, the older I've got, the more I realize that we should all act like kids more.
100%.
And have that freedom. Like you should always live like a dog, because
what?
Hear me.
Sorry. Dogs have great lives. They don't have to go to work.
Exactly, but we should, right?
So who would look after us then? Who's pet us?
You're taking this way too far. Let me finish my sentence, woman. So dogs are just grateful to be there every single day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're happy to be around the same people. They see a snack, they get excited. They don't get stressed. They love their belly rubbed. Like.
So do I.
Okay.
I like it when I got a full tummy and someone rubs it.
I like, that was me yesterday. We went for a roast and I was like, I can't wait to go home and rub my big belly.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the way we should be treating life every single day, but we don't. Like, as grateful as we are, we wake up and we're like, fuck this, I have to do this, I need to do the food shop, I got another bill, why is this man ringing me asking me for money? Do you know what I mean?
On that note, I do need to ring the bills people after this podcast.
See what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What happened to a Monday where you just woke up, done whatever needed to do, and you were just chilling watching TV?
It's
without
not
a single... Adulthood is a scam. I figured it out. Why? Because your brain is always full. You always have something to think about. Do you know what I mean?
It's constant. It's ongoing. Like, my head hurts. Like, at what point do you stop thinking? At what point do you stop stressing? At what point do you think, nah, fuck this, I'm done, and just become a bum?
What's a bum?
Somebody that does nothing, doesn't work. Benefits.
But then how are they getting by?
Benefits.
That we're paying for?
Yeah. It's called being a bum. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where today it's hit me, and I think it's just because I'm still a little bit tired from the weekend, and I'm like, I feel like I'm constantly after something. I just want to relax and not have to worry or stress about my house, about a food shop, about having to clean, about anything. And I sound like my mother right now.
That's adulthood.
Yeah, I'm turning
You
into my
start
mum.
turning into your mom.
Oh no. I love you, mum, but I don't want to be an adult.
Yeah, literally. But it is. It's a bad time for all of us. And you know what? I think we should all support each other.
Yeah, we should all create a community where we support each other and we all start striking. I am not working.
I'm not ready for adulthood. But I don't even think it's about work for me. It's just that constant having... There's always going to be something that pops up that you have to fix. And like, I miss the days when, I don't know, our fucking house is on fire and you just look at your mum and dad and they figure it out.
Yeah.
Like...
Literally. But I remember whenever something broke, my dad would be like, there's always something breaking in this house. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Or there's always something to pay. He's also not wrong. I used to be like, oh, this is so dramatic.
They're not dramatic.
Seriously not dramatic. When I say, since we've got here, it's just one thing after another.
Literally.
I just can't get on top of it.
But I feel like we're so delusional in the sense that we are just not ready for it yet either. So we go into every week, like, we were like, okay, the first week moving in is going to be expensive. We knew that.
Yeah.
But then in our heads, we're like, after that, we can save this money, we can do this, we can do this. We haven't had the chance to do that, and we're 3 weeks in, and our bills are due
I'm
in
just
4
like,
days.
Literally, I feel like I'm just chasing my own tail at the moment. But again, whoever the tax man is, whoever's invented the tax needs to just calm down a little bit and just maybe take it back, because I can't
relax.
Just relax with the tax, okay? Because honey, you've got the money and none of us have at the moment, so please share
We're all
it.
stressed.
Please give it back.
Yeah, I miss being able to get a tax refund.
I don't know what that is anymore. Anyway,
Exist.
3 a.m. thoughts.
Let's go. Shoot.
If there was one thing that you could change about adulthood, just one, what would it be?
It would be having to pay bills. Or like even having to understand what that means.
Understand, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what am I actually paying for? Like, we had to get gas in. We moved into this apartment. We didn't have water. We didn't have electricity. We didn't have gas. And they're all, for some reason, 3 different separate entities. Like,
that's just Dubai though. That is just Dubai all over. Like, my dad said this. He was like, "How do you not have gas? There is gas in the building." No, they just need to turn it on. We probably could have done it ourselves. Like, I just don't get it. Well,
yeah, but it would be like I wish I was more prepared.
Yeah.
You know, like initially that I knew what all to expect, because you don't get taught this growing up.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be a curriculum, like to learn about taxes, to learn about bills, how to get a mortgage, how to buy a house. This needs to happen at school. Kids don't need algebra. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, teach them how to set up a life.
Honestly, they don't teach you anything about like what happens when you leave school. Especially like for people going to uni and all, and then for the first year they're struggling to even find a job.
They don't know how to cook. The parents should probably have taught them that as well, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it needs to be taught so that people. But this is why people end up staying at home and not getting their own place, because they're too scared, because they don't know what to do or how to approach the situation. So they live with their mum and dad until they're like 40.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
I love my parents to bits, but you also grow out of that. And you know what, for it is like, I like my freedom, and my parents are definitely living their best lives without me now too.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
More, of course.
They enjoy it. But okay, my 3 a.m. thoughts question for you is going to be, I should always like try thinking of these in advance. I never do. And you always I'm not letting you ask questions first, because you always take the easy question.
No. We took turns. You asked first last time.
Okay. What is one thing that you were excited about adulthood growing up?
We spoke about this.
What, freedom?
Freedom.
Okay.
Okay. To be precise, to be able to go to bed whenever I wanted to without my mum telling me.
How strict were your parents?
Oh yeah, I had a bedtime.
Okay, I can't relate to that.
Yeah, like I remember negotiating with him one time. This is when I was obviously younger, not like fucking 16. I was up till 1 a.m. But like when I was an actual kid, when I was excited for adulthood, I remember my bedtime must have been like 8 or 9, right? I remember sitting there with them and I was like, "So can I go to bed later?" They were like, "What time?" And I was like, "Maybe 10." They were like, "No." I was like, 9:45. No. It was like 9:30. They was like, "Okay, but you need to be in bed by 9:30. No discussions asked." And I remember sitting on bed having this conversation with him. My bedtime changed from 9 till 9:30. I felt like a badass.
I'm staying up late now.
I'm late.
Yeah, no, I can't really relate to that. I don't remember being sent to bed. I probably used to send myself to bed, to be honest.
No, but this was a childhood, not teenage years. Teenage years I used to spend on MSN till 1 a.m. messaging my friends.
BBM.
BBM,
Oh,
MSN,
Jesus.
all of it till 1 a.m. Go to sleep at like 3 a.m. because I was making scrambled egg between 1 and 3 a.m. trying to feed myself at that time because I was starving. And I would sleep till 12 p.m. the next day. It was a great life.
So even as a teenager, you went and made yourself eggs as a midnight snack?
Yeah, with toast though.
That's where you went wrong.
Butter and toast.
A lot of it.
Anyway, this was our little moany session today for this Monday morning.
We are feeling the Monday blues today. We're feeling the adulthood, the bills and everything that usually gets thrown at you towards the end or the start of the month. So this is where we're at right now.
Oh shit, it is the end of the month. That's why it's all going wrong. Catch me mid-month, I'll be happy as Larry.
Exactly. All our upfront payments will be done. Girl math will be girl mathing, and we'll be making money.
Second lot of rent will be due before we fucking know it. Anyway, guys, I don't even know what day it is for you right now, but I hope you have a fabulous day. Don't think about taxes. You know what? Just get on with life. Don't let this get you down. And if you're a tax
man, please reconsider the rest of us.
Fix it.
Think about us for once. But anyway, guys, we shall see you soon.
Bye.